it's Tuesday, I think the 8th April. On my way to work, and it is cold. What did I say? 38 degrees Fahrenheit. So today I just wanted to touch upon presence. Now, as I do that, I want to get my earbuds in because for some reason that helps me speak more clearly. You know, and I'm not distracted by my own sound. The sultry sound of my own voice. You don't want to hear it much, but from the inside out. You do not want to hear it from the outside in. No. That is distracting, and that is what we are talking about today, distraction. What it means to be present. So, to be present. So, we talk about distractions as external. We really we as coaches, parents, elders, talk about distraction as external, meaning, okay, cell phones, a distraction, friends talking, teammates talking, being goofy, distraction, the equipment, distraction. So I'm referring to the internal distraction, the distraction from, well, not distraction from, the thoughtful distractions, meaning a mind full of thoughts is a distracted person. You can distract yourself by your own thoughts. Excuse me. You can confuse yourself by your own thoughts. Meaning, if the aim is to feel and to sense, the classic head going out, head going out. If the focus of the individual, of the athlete, the gymnast, is on, say, the fear of the skill, let's say the pass is round off back handspring, back tuck. If the focus is on, oh my God, I need to make this back tuck, you have therefore distracted yourself from what needs to, really where your attention needs to be, which is inside the body. Focusing on each individual action as they come about. Now, things go incredibly fast in gymnastics, as we can tell, but guess what? The brain works incredibly fast. And yes, it is impossible to multitask. You cannot do more than one thing at the same time, but you can do a lot of things very close together in a very tight period of time that makes it seem like you're doing a lot at once, but you're just setting up one thing and the next thing. So the proper placement of attention and awareness, and they say wherever attention goes, energy flows. Let's say that is true, and it is. If your attention is on the back tuck, guess what? Your attention is flowing back and tucking. I'll say that again. If your attention is on the back tuck before you've arrived at back tuck, your energy will go back and you will tuck. Notice what my head just did. I'm simply following the energy. If my focus is on proper shape of the hurdle, now, okay, build momentum, shape the hurdle, accelerate the momentum, accelerate the body, get it moving across the floor in space. Rotate, turn over, whip the arm, stand up. If I put my focus on all said actions to the best of my ability, the back tuck is more of an automatic action. You've seen it. Do, round and back handspring. And when you bail and all of a sudden you're up in the air so crazy, So we have plenty. These kids, they have enough, more than enough. It's just a matter of where you place the focus. Are you distracting yourself from the job, the task at hand? Or are you deeply focused in the body on what it needs to be doing as it's doing it? That's presence. To be present is to be here now only. Any other thought is literally a projection into the past or into the future. Into the past meaning back. Usually the past is behind us, right? Past. What had happened. Even what we thought about what had happened. The future. What may happen. Usually it's a fear. I fear this may happen, so I will do something. As opposed to, here I am, and it's a big difference. Here I am, and now what? And here. Presence. Here is where you can create effect, or be the cause. You know, you can't create anything later. You can only do it now. You can plan to do it later, but that's not doing it. And you can't do it in the past because we're here. So you're quite literally, to use that overused word, we're quite literally empowered, exponentially more powerful here now than you are thinking about the past or projecting into the future. The key is to stay here in the moment, sensing, feeling, seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting. What's happening right now? Here is all the information. Literally all the information that will ever exist is here now. So when you take a turn, or when the gymnast takes a turn, or when you're watching a turn, just be here. Instead of thinking of what you have been taught before, now I'm switching to coaches. Because coaches make the same mistake. All coaches are gymnasts. They got older, or, you know, just people that got older. Some people never did the sport. So, all the more reason to be present and simply paying attention to what's happening right now. So many coaches make the huge mistake, a disservice, huge mistake, by leaning on what they were taught only, you know, and not using their imagination, or really simply using their powers of observation to see what's occurring right now first, to actually see what's happening. Oh, I see what's happening. You're planning on this. You're not even focused on. Are you thinking about this? Are you a little bit worried about what may happen here because it's new and stuff? Yeah. I see. Okay. Well, that's a legitimate worry. Now let's place that focus a bit earlier in this to where we have control. If we have control, fear drops. Man, I can go on from this one to the next subject talking about fear and presence. That's the focus today. Presence. I think that's kind of it. But yeah, so as far as the coaches, don't make the mistake of leaning on what you were taught only, and what you're used to seeing and doing, and even what you're used to saying, because it's our job to switch it up. That's why I'm so effective that's why I'm so effective coaching. Everywhere from an elite gymnast to some kid that just came off the street, understanding their body. It's like, first of all, you got to locate the individual in order to help them. First and foremost, you got to know where you are. Are you here now, or are you thinking about what you're gonna tell them based on, you know? So both. We need to locate ourselves. Here I am. Okay, now in order for me to be effective for this individual, I need to know where they are. So we locate the individual first. What do I mean by locate the individual first? Where are you thinking? What are you intending? What are your plans? What are your goals? And how do you envision going about that? Once they start voicing that, that tells you exactly where they are, what frame of mind they're coming from, what level of commitment they're bringing to the table, all these things. And once you locate them, then you can go, oh, okay, I know from based on where you are, this is the first step, you know, towards the goal or away from the confusion, you know. All right, I'm at work now, so we'll continue this conversation later, I guess. Peace.